What's up guys, it's me Movie Man back again with another video. Today we are going to be checking out WatchMojo's top 10 canceled superhero movies we never got to see. Now this is going to be very intriguing because I was just scrolling through YouTube looking for something to react to and I came across this video and I don't know. Honestly, that's the biggest excitement I have for this video is what movies, superhero movies were planning to be made that I don't know about. I think I'm going to know some, but I also think there's going to be quite a few that I don't know. So I'm very intrigued. So without further ado, let's hop right into the video. All right, let's see if there were some good planned superhero films. Here we go.
Say that again.
It's fantastic.
Yes, it is. Guys, I got it. Ready?
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 canceled superhero movies.
He is most eager to join us.
Okay, so from the clips I've seen so far here, I think I actually am going to know.
Start with him.
Now, Bub, you listen to me.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most notable times superhero movies couldn't get off the ground. Everything from planned sequels that ran into trouble and concept movies that never got made will be included. Which canceled superhero project do you wish had made it to air? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, Green Lantern 2.
To be chosen to join its ranks.
Yeah, Green Lantern 2.
And the greatest.
It's disappointing that this Green Lantern movie has kept people from making a new one, because I'd love to see another Green Lantern movie.
There were talks of a trilogy of films around the titular character. That all changed the moment the movie hit the theaters. Audiences were thoroughly unimpressed by the story and terrible CGI costume. Ryan Reynolds himself has repeatedly poked fun at being in the film.
And please don't make the super suit green or animated.
With all the backlash from the fans, as well as a series of terrible reviews, the studio tucked their tail between their legs and walked away from any future sequels. Over 10 years later, the closest thing we've seen to a Green Lantern on a movie screen was a quick cameo from an alien with the ring in Zack Snyder's Justice League. Maybe Hal Jordan will get a second chance one day.
You know, we say on Earth, we say, I'm only human.
Number
There's
9,
no way
the
Ryan
sequel
Reynolds
to
would do it again.
2015's Fantastic Four.
Okay, I think this movie's underrated. I actually kind of like the 2015 Fantastic Four movie.
When the Fantastic Four reboot was announced, there were a lot of high hopes for the film and hopes for a sequel. After Jeremy Slater wrote the original script for 2015's Fantastic Four, Josh Trank virtually rewrote the entire thing. This back-and-forth script rewriting plagued the movie until it finally hit screens and severely disappointed fans.
Reed, what happened to me?
I don't know, but I'm gonna figure this out.
While Fox had already slated the sequel to be released in 2017, it bumped the release date of this follow-up 3 times. The box office returns and blowback from fans made it doubtful we'd get another entry in the franchise. And now that Fox has been acquired by Disney, the next Fantastic Four film definitely won't be a sequel.
Okay, let me explain.
At least we're getting another one, hopefully.
I'm no good to you, to anyone. This is all my fault.
Number 8, Hellboy 3.
I haven't seen any of the Hellboy movies, so...
You have brought this unto yourself.
The original Hellboy films had 2 major players that were considered an intricate part of why they did so well: Ron Perlman and Guillermo del Toro. While both parties were having discussions about making the third one for a while, fans were waiting with bated breath. But del Toro's notoriously heavy schedule kept pushing the project back.
Let me put this to you as delicately as I can.
Are the Hellboy movies good enough? Should I watch them?
After dropping out of The Hobbit
I haven't
and
checked them
making
out,
2013's Pacific
let me know in the
Rim,
comments.
It seemed like he had time to make the third Hellboy. But 4 years later, he officially confirmed that the movie was not happening. To add insult to injury, the 2019 reboot was released to scathing reviews. It's doubtful we'll ever see Ron Perlman wear the horns for a third outing.
Red, why are you with me? Do you need everyone to like you? Everybody?
Number 7, X-Men Origins, Magneto.
I didn't know
What?
I still had that.
We were supposed to get an X-Men Origins of Magneto? That would have been cool.
Not just pain and anger.
First Class is amazing. I love X-Men First
At one
Class.
time, there was an idea at Fox Studios to produce solo mutant stories as part of an X-Men Origins series. Although they managed to release the Wolverine story with that moniker, it did not do as well as expected.
Just had a rough night.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But the studio still wanted a new X-Men film based on the younger versions of many of the primary players. Many of the ideas and concepts for Magneto's Origins film were absorbed into X-Men First Class. Since that astonishing X-Men film covered Magneto's history so well, he no longer needed a movie about his backstory.
That's
no
true.
other films with the Origins moniker were ever made.
Eric, I believe.
I prefer Magneto.
Number 6, The Amazing Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, I knew about this one.
Never mind.
I want to keep it small.
Hey, maybe it is happening. Maybe The Amazing Spider-Man is getting a third movie.
There
Who
were
knows?
rumors that the third installment of the second batch of Spider-Man films could have brought a whole lot of interesting new characters like Mysterio to the mix. The movie would have also laid the groundwork for spin-off movies about members of the Sinister Six. But when The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was released, it wasn't received overly well by audiences or critics.
I can see that. I can see you don't want to be here. I can see you're scared.
It's an
You don't
okay
know what's
movie,
happening
though.
to you.
Like,
I
it's
can see
not
you
that
don't wanna hurt
bad.
anybody.
Plans for its direct sequel were pushed back as the studio struggled to find the right directors and producers. All this back and forth sequel talk finally ended when Sony made a deal with Marvel to bring Spider-Man into the MCU.
Captain? Big fan of Spider-Man?
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. Just
Hey, everyone.
good job.
Number 5, Gambit.
Gambit was meant to get a movie. I did not know this.
You're the guy who escaped, and you're the guy who's gonna take me back there.
The story behind this character's attempts to get a solo movie are the stuff of movie legend. Channing Tatum was originally set to play the titular role after making a cameo as the character during X-Men Origins Wolverine. But Taylor Kitsch played a pretty solid Gambit instead.
Are you Remy LeBeau?
Do I owe you money?
No.
Then Remy LeBeau I am.
After that Wolverine movie tanked, the studio came back to Tatum to see if he still wanted to make a Gambit movie. From 2013 onward, the film went through 3 directors and a plethora of script rewrites. And much like other Fox films, the movie got put on hold when Disney acquired Fox. Disney ultimately pulled the plug on the Gambit movie.
You miss me?
Number 4, an early 2000s Fantastic Four film.
But I think what telethon viewers really want to know is how you got your fantastic powers.
The whole story is here in our book, Dick. We wrote it especially for your telethon to help raise scholarship money for State University, Reed's alma mater.
Before the original 2005 Fantastic Four movie, another director had his eyes on a movie based on those 4 superheroes. Peyton Reed, the man behind
interesting.
both the MCU's Ant-Man films, pitched a very different version of the film than what we've traditionally seen on screen. Peyton's version would have seen the first family of Marvel appear in the 1960s. There'd be no origin story, and the heroes would have felt more like a rock band to the masses than superheroes.
There's some folks outside that want to talk to you.
I'm not going public with this. We're scientists, not celebrities.
It's too late, son.
Reed pitched the idea to then Fox Film Entertainment CEO Tom Rothman, but the executive wasn't a fan. Given that Reed had massive success with the Ant-Man franchise, we think his unique spin on Fantastic Four could have been a home run.
A new day is dawning. The day of the Fantastic Four.
I mean, I
Number
like
3,
this movie,
Batman
so.
Continues. When the original Batman movie came out in 1989, fans were skeptical about Michael Keaton playing the Dark Knight. All that worry went out the window when the movie hit screens.
I want you to do me a favor. I want you to tell all your friends about me.
What are you?
I'm Batman.
Fans loved him enough that he came back for Batman Returns with Michelle Pfeiffer. A third film was planned where both actors would reprise their respective roles.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Don't you see? We're the same.
Batman Continues would have also featured Robin Williams putting on a bowler hat as the Riddler. Unfortunately, Batman Returns got some criticism about its dark tone. After Tim Burton was let go and the franchise started heading in a more kid-friendly direction, Keaton dropped out. It's a shame we missed out on Robin Williams' Riddler puzzling Keaton's Batman.
I need all the information the police have on him.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Number 2, Spider-Man 4.
Look.
Yep, Spider-Man
I
4.
want to kill the spider. You want to kill the spider. Together, he doesn't stand a chance.
Interested?
Sam Raimi made a huge contribution to the
Oh,
superhero
man.
movie genre when he directed 2002's Tobey Maguire-led Spider-Man. Fans and critics loved it enough to garner 2 sequels. However, the third entry
Yeah.
in the series did not go over as well with fans.
I don't want to hurt you. Leave now.
I guess you haven't heard. I'm the sheriff around these parts.
Okay.
Despite Spider-Man 3 being
Okay.
a disappointment,
Hey,
Raimi
I like
was
the
still
Spider-Man
game to
movies.
do a 4th Spider-Man installment with the original cast. But a satisfying script never quite came together. When Raimi ultimately walked away from the project, Sony decided to end the original Spider-Man series.
Yeah.
They proceeded to reboot the franchise with Andrew Garfield's short-lived run at the character.
Who are you? Spider-Man.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel.
Subscribe to me.
Number 1, Superman Lives.
Superman
What?
Lives,
Superman
or Superman
Lives?
Reborn, and then Superman Lives, and then later Superman Returns, was meant to be kind of like, let's kickstart Superman again in a bit more earnest way.
Originally written in the 1990s by Kevin Smith of Clerks fame, this movie saw more directors and changes than every special edition of Star Wars combined. 5 versions of the script were written, and a myriad of actors were said to be attached at various points. The most notable casting news for this movie was that of Nicolas Cage.
Oh
as
yeah,
Superman.
I kind of knew this.
Nick was that he was a fan of the comics, but he also was a fan of the sort of underpinnings and the psychology of it all. So that's again what's made it exciting. He sort of understood, to me, sort of both sides of it.
Images and videos of him in a costume test will still have fans wondering what could have been.
We'll get off of this after we're here.
But after bringing in Tim Burton to direct and spending $30 million on development, the movie got put on hold. At least Nicolas Cage got to play the Kryptonian nearly 20 years later.
It's always been my dream to have my own movie.
Well, it is important to have dreams, I guess.
Do you
Oh, he
agree with
voiced
our
Superman
picks?
in Teen
Check out
Titans
this
Go to the
other recent
Movies.
clip from Watch Mojo. And
Wow.
be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified.
Okay, so I actually did know about a lot of those. I didn't know about, well, I kind of knew about the last one here, Superman Lives. I didn't know it was called Superman Lives, and I didn't know it was like meant to be part of a trilogy and stuff. I had heard about like the casting of that actor to play Superman, but that was pretty much all I knew. So that was interesting. I knew about like Spider-Man 4, The Amazing Spider-Man 3. One that wasn't on here, which I was surprised wasn't on here, was Batman Triumph or something, I think it was called. It was meant to be the sequel to Batman and Robin with George Clooney. They were meant to bring in like Harley Quinn, the Mad Hatter, and one other villain. I can't remember who they said. I think maybe Scarecrow. But yeah, they didn't mention that, which I think is kind of interesting. But overall, very intriguing video. And yeah, now I know about all these canceled movies that, never will happen, unfortunately. Hopefully we will get another Green Lantern movie. I'd love to get a new one. That would be really cool with modern technology and all that. I think it would be super dope. But anyways, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, like, and bell, and comment down below what you guys thought about this video. Are there any other superhero movies that got canceled that you guys know about? Let me know in the comments below. But that's pretty much it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. That's a wrap.
답장이 없는 아멘다 아멘다 너도 날 생각하긴 하니 말해줘 진도가 넘는
Junk chop, let that beat drop. Now that I'm no longer in my prime, I think I'm definitely running out of time. But I become obsessed with you so easy. First now gotta find out who those guys are that leave uneasy comments on your posts that make me feel so